I'm William Hunt. I'm the CEO of AlignLayerNine. We're a very cybersecurity focused MSP out of Chicago, Illinois. I would say the most common challenge that we see from our customers, because we deal with most of the people that have these challenges are SMBs, they tend to not have a tremendous amount of very in-depth organizational structure. And so not all of their employees either comply with general security practices, or they don't necessarily complete their training, or they don't necessarily follow process procedures and protocols because they may not actually exist. And so what we have to do is play quarterback to the fact that we know that they are going to create these security holes and issues within their organization. And so we have to layer on layers in order to help, reduce and mitigate the risk that comes with those types of employees. Blackpoint in several instances has caught, in one case, one of our employees and one of our customers' employees working out of their geographic bounds that they were supposed to be working on, in which case, in this example, in both instances, these people were trying to use VPNs to mask their physical locations. And whatever Blackpoint is doing on the back end was able to see through that. They alerted us. And in both cases, it led to terminations of employees that were failing to follow company policy, and they were working in ways that disrupted compliance standards that we had to see through. So while those aren't like actual security, major, like what you think of as a traditional security incident, it definitely is. It definitely was a necessary risk mitigation that was specifically because of Blackpoint. So I think for the people high level in the organizations and for us as the MSP, Blackpoint lets us sleep at night because we know that there is a human being that is going to review this data when something happens and pick up the phone and call us and allow us to make snap decisions about. Sometimes things are false positives that we evaluate and we go, okay, in business use case, that actually does make sense and we understand why that's happening. In other cases, we go, okay, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. And having a team that is going to pick up the phone and call us, have an analyst on the phone and look at it with layers and depth of knowledge that we may not have, or the organization certainly does not have, it really puts us at ease of mind and reduces the risk of incidents occurring. We were previously using a EDR MDR solution that didn't really have that human touch, and that was really what we moved to. Is we did a big evaluation. We feel like Blackpoint completely covers the things that we most care about, that are most critical. There's a lot of solutions out there that evaluate a lot of things, but a lot of the things that they evaluate might not be the things that are really of importance. And so when you start diving into, okay, yeah, we're collecting all this SIEM-log data, but like 90% of it doesn't make any difference. Or the flip side is, okay, some incident occurred on something that is completely disassociated with the internet 9 layers deep. So do we really care about that? Like, yes, it's a high CVSS score item, and maybe, yes, it created some noise in the environment, and it's great that we know about it, but at the end of the day, the attack surface of that is maybe very, very small, or maybe completely non-existent. And in our testing and our review and comparing all these solutions, Blackpoint, I think, really understands that. You guys have continued to improve on and mature the platform, the detections, and the types of things that you're integrating, that, again, I think really highlight attempting to detect the most severe actual things as opposed to all the things. We have, I think, seen lower noise in our environment as an MSP working with Blackpoint. And because the platforms continue to mature, there's more value adds that have happened over time. Whereas with our prior providers, that definitely wasn't happening. They would stay in they're staying in their swim lane, which is nice, except that the industry, and cybersecurity in general is a constantly maturing, evolving thing. And so unless you have a partner that is constantly evolving and maturing along with the threat actors, it's not that valuable. So Blackpoint really brings that value because they continue to mature the offering of the product and staying up to date with things. It's really about that peace of mind. I mean, we knowing that it's 24/7, 365, knowing that they're going to pick up the phone when something happens, knowing that not only are they picking up the phone and calling us and we're talking to someone, but the person that we're talking to actually has the depth of knowledge to understand what's going on in the environment and help us through the process of understanding it, understanding the telemetry of it, understanding what's going on and how to rectify it. That human element is really the thing that drives us towards Blackpoint.